Took him off of the puck this time, and he goes off on a change on the far side. Lycia was the one that went off on the change, wrap around, trying to get control. It's on the back of the net. They're swatting at it like a bunch of flies. Finally, we have a stoppage of play, and a faceoff's going to stay deep inside the corner again. So just looking at the stats for St. George's as their ranking, and we'll pull it back up. St. George is currently sitting right now in 13th. They've got a record of 11-7-1 so far in the season. Very impressive for both teams. Both teams playing hard, and of course they're familiar with the style and play of each other as well. I mean, they play each other, and well known, we should make mention. So now it's back down. Spitz throws this one back in, trying to get it back through to Kayla, but there's one extra move at the blue line. Kayla was a little bit in a hurry to get that one in control and forced them offside. So we have 4 officials, and my apologies, I can't tell you who they are because they never give us the names, albeit they deserve lots of recognition. So from the draw, they threw this one all the way back in. Nice dump in play this time by Lou, and he got it back around this time over in the far right side corner. They'll dangle it back out to center, and Jacques trying to clear it back out. Intercepted by Lou. Takes a high shot over top of the net, and a block stick goes back behind the net as they hold on to it. Yale trying to get control out of their own zone, pinned in, taking another huge shot right there. Klimatic, he was the one that stopped that one, and he is playing very solid so far. They've got him listed as stopping 3 shots initially. He only played about 1 minute and 45 seconds in the opening contest. So they throw it all the way back out to center. Lou gets control. Now he rips it off of the wall. It was grabbed, intercepted, carefully played, staying on side on this one right there as they hustle the way back in, taking a huge shot. Nice setup play on the passing play to get that one back through. And we have a number 9. Number 9 is Gus Schrill, who was added to our roster. So the young lady doing the lining drops the puck. Got 2 ladies, 1 referee and 1 lining, and the other one, 2 linesmen, 1 of each as well. 1 lady and 1 young gentleman doing the lining. Now it goes all the way back down the far side. They pick this one back up, trying to get on target this time. Olescu couldn't get the shot on target, waiting for it. Now he's behind the net, thought he'd get the puck back, and they didn't give it back to him. All trying to clear this one back out. They wait for it and hold on to it. Now it rolls all the way back out to center, and holding on this one is O. O turns inside his own zone by about 40 feet. Spitz stays all over him, and now they throw this one back down. Icing is waved off. Said it was a deflection. Ball comes out of the net. Rink out here at UBC. Our pleasure to welcome you for the call for today's game. And if you're traveling around today, supposed to be a little bit of rain and fog later tonight, so slow down and drive with care and caution. And if you're in Vancouver, stay out of the traffic because that Taylor Swift traffic is absolutely a nightmare. Right side again as they twist and turn, and they're inside the zone again. Ho throws it over on the far side, and now he goes back to center, and Ho couldn't get control. The pass was behind him, and it's inside the zone. Lycia comes inside, looks out to center. It's past everybody, and they'll chase it back down, see if we have an icing call. Nope, icing is waved off. That was a real slow dump-out play right there. Everybody could have got that one. So it's just a slow one that they'd love to have again. Now O turns. Nice play by O. Eventually getting it back out. Couldn't get control of this one. Jerome goes after it, stays on side. Jerome reaches for it a second time. O takes his man off of the puck. And it goes back inside again, trying to get control. Apopalo was the one that had control. Now they go back again inside. Good play to work it inside the zone as Weaver goes in, takes a shot. Nice stop of that one right there. And a couple players push over on the far side. Linesmen go in and separate everybody out of harm's way. Nothing overly serious transpires in the play right there. So they'll work the men for the draw as Cook comes in, waiting for it. Somebody was moved a little bit too quick. So I believe we're going to have a bit of a change right now. Nope, referee will come in and tell Hildebrandt to stay back out. Dowdle takes the draw again. Dowdle and Spitz. Hildebrandt as well as Kayla. The two of them were jumping at the gun to try and go after it and get control. A second time. Now it goes in front and Kayla intercepts this one. Kayla throws it back on the far side. Good hustle to come back inside by Auld. Auld went after it. Had a little bit out of his reach. He had a solid game yesterday. This is thrown back inside the corner one more time and going after this one's going to be Cripps. Cripps clears it, not out. Cripps picks it back up the second time. Out straight forward up to Auld. Auld dumps it back in. Now Auld's going off on a change. Not only him as Sandu went off on a change. Couple of fresh legs out on the ice for St. George's and it rolls back to center. Dumped off of the puck that time. Being up right now. So from the draw, Sim pulled it back. They get it inside the zone. Wren throws it straight forward this time. Back out to the center ice area to Morgan, and Morgan couldn't go any farther than center. Now Sim comes inside. Sim pinches back in, but it was stolen this time by Olescu. Stretch pass down the ice. A foot race ensues. Icing is waved off. It deflected off of the stick for one of the players for Yale, so there's no icing call in the play. So O tried to clear it back out. Unable to. Right side again. Wren walks the line, takes his time. Wren goes deep over on the far side. Sim pinches in. Tipped in front. Couldn't put it inside was Morgan. And Morgan had a great chance, just a little bit behind him. Back the other way again, and Sandu stops, picks it back up. Sandu goes against the boards. He was bumped off of the puck by Hildebrandt this time. And we have a penalty called by the referee, and I believe this one's going to be going against St. George's. And if I'm a guessing man, I'm going to say it's a tripping minor penalty. So this will be a power play coming up for Yale with 6:32 left. There's the tripping signal by the referee. This one. Climax City was the one that stopped it. Now it's back again. Jux, back pass. Nice back pass on that one right there to set it back up on the breakout play. Cook is the trailer, gets control. Cook, good play as Cook gets away from Weaver this time. Feeding it back the line over the far right side again by Sela. He had control. Back, trying to get it out to O, and O stops it about 10 feet inside with 30 seconds left in the power play. This is just grabbed, tipped off his stick, and it's thrown inside the zone. First one chasing this one back down is Sim. Sim takes it, looks, trying to center it back out in front. Unable to get it back through. Taylor was wide open on the breakout play right there. And now Yale pick it back up and hustle the way back down across the line. Lycia comes inside, out of his reach, and it goes back the other way. Thought about getting it on the stretch pass was Sim, and then changed his mind because as he was getting set to step off, he had the attacking forward come on to replace him. And now the minor penalty is over. So Yale unable to capitalize on that power play opportunity right now. So there's 0 for 1 on the special team so far. Shots are tied, ironically, at 11. Puck is dumped down the ice. Icing is waved off, and O is going to go after this one and pick it back up. O slides it straight out the middle part of the ice. Nice forward pass up there to Bartlett this time. Pardon me, that's Barrett. Can't read my own writing. Gets bumped by Spitz right in front of the penalty box area, but Yale continued to press back inside again. Right side boards to Kayla. Kayla out of his own zone, up the center, back to Spitz. Spitz comes inside. Looks, strides it through. Look, booted out of play this time. Klimatsicki was the one that stopped this one. Kicked it off of the boards. Auld goes after it, but the long stretch pass past everybody. Icing is waved off. Ball thought he was going to have an icing call on that one. Didn't realize that the attacking forward was the first one going after the puck. That's something you have to be aware of if you're the goaltender. You've got to be aware of who's coming in and where they're going to go. Pushing play right now. Yale's going to be going to the power play one more time. And this will be a penalty going against. And the referees are going to have a bit of a discussion on this one, both of them. I know it's going to be going to St. George's. What are we going to call? Going to be a minor for a check to the head. And that was a late hit as he come in from inside the zone. Bit of a scrum going inside the blue line by about 5 feet in front of the St. George's bench. And he was a late welcome to the roster right there. And Mr. Wren will sit inside the penalty box area. William Wren sits in the box. He wants to stay there for a full 2 minutes. Of course, William comes from White Rock, BC. 21 games played, 1 goal, 11 assists, 12 points, 30 penalty minutes so far. And like I say, 1 goal. So now we get the penalty up. It's a double minor penalty. So it's a 4-minute check to the head. That's what the officials were having a discussion about. So this is a huge power play for St. George's. Pardon me, a penalty kill for St. George's. Back the line again. Lycia comes in, takes a shot, scramble, underneath ball, and he holds on to it, and the puck somehow gets loose. Taylor went after this one. Desperation dive to knock it wide. They go inside again. Good play by O to hold on to it. O looks, gets it a second time as he got off of Taylor's stick, and Taylor stays with him. Taylor goes after him. Also coming inside is Ben. Back around again. Lycia comes in, takes a shot, stopped by Ball, and kicked over on the far side with Taylor picking the puck back up. Taylor off of the boards. Clearing this one all the way down the ice right now. So this is a big, huge power play for Yale. 4 minutes. See what they can set up. And, of course, St. George's, they have a tough job to kill out the double minor penalty right now on the PK. Weaver goes after his man. Demansky comes inside. Weaver just knocks it straight forward. It goes inside the corner again. Going after this is Bicea, and he gets it out to the center zone. And Rode shoots it off of the boards. He dumps this one back in. So Weaver's having a bit of a discussion. Hand signals right there with who. Back the other way again. Far side. Good play to go across the line. Domanski takes his time in. Clock slowly ticking down to come to inclusion for the first period. They go after this one again, and it's grabbed on the far side. Thrown back down by Ho, and he gets it back all the way down the ice again. Klimetsicki was the one that stopped it. Throws it a long stretch pass. They go inside again. To no avail. The buzzer goes to end period number 1. And when they come back, Yale will come and find themselves on a power play for another 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Well, that was a long, extended version of a ice clean between periods. And as I was mentioning to Isaiah up here in the broadcast location, it's all due to the simple fact that there's probably only one iceman working today. And if that's the case, he's got 3 rinks to deal with, plus other various things that he has to deal with around the complex here, such as dressing rooms, cleaning the rooms, et cetera, and tough go for the young man. But anyway, we're back. The officials are back. We're ready. We got the ice all done now, and we'll see. It'll be interesting to see whether or not we have an ice clean after the second period. So this is the second period. Even though the clock says number 1, it's still the second period, just starting albeit. And, of course, Yale on a power play for another 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So new center coming in right now for Yale. One that's going to be coming in to take the face-off draw this time. Olescu was the one that takes the draw. Looks, pulls it all the way back this time, trying to set it back up on the right side. Barrett's wide open. Barrett's calling for it. Couldn't slide it through to him this time. He was behind both D. Now Barrett will go over to the hash marks over on the far right side, and they'll pick this one back up and turn as O turns inside his own zone. O sets this one back up. Olescu was the one that had it. I'll give the parents credit. At least they all stayed around. They didn't leave us. Still got a good crowd in the building. So this is throwing down. We have an icing call. Face off back down inside the zone for Yale. And St. George is going to get some fresh legs out right now. They're still killing that double minor penalty that Wren was assessed. Shots after the first period of play, 14-13 in favor of Yale. We have yet to have a shot on target in the middle period. From the draw, they went back after it. Sandu got control, ripped it off of the wall. It goes back into Taylor. Taylor chases O around. O stops, turns. Taylor stays with him. Barrett's inside now. Barrett turns. He's over on the far left side, calling for it. Not going to get control. They turn and rip this one all the way back in. Hildebrandt dangled it back in. Funny play. Going after this one was Sandu, and he picked it back up and shot it at harm's way in front of the net. Was wide open. Back on the far side boards again. Olescu comes inside. Now Olescu goes back out on D. He gets control of the puck. They slid it back through to him this time. It comes back to Barrett. Barrett takes a shot. Stopped and blocked again. And Ball had this one. Now it's over on the right side boards again. Back out to Barrett. Barrett takes his time. Looks. Sets it back up the blue line area. Nice long shot taken by O. That was stopped by Ball and kicked back out. And this is cleared all the way down the ice. Good penalty kill so far by St. George's. 4 off and 4 on. Fresh change right now. They're utilizing this penalty kill as much as they can and as often as they are able to do so. So Kayla comes on the ice on the PK, as does Ald. Waiting for it. Kayla stays his man off the puck. Going over on the far side boards again, trying to get control. They lobbed it straight down the ice, and it goes down with 30 seconds left. Big one, the Olympic-size rink here. This is where the T-Birds men and women's teams play out here. See a good shot on camera view from Isaiah, getting our shots. Of course, Isaiah, one of the BCIT students, does camera work for us over as well at when we do a broadcast on Tuesday nights in Delta for Eastlink TV. As well as he's my camera operator for the Richmond Sockeyes in the PJHL every Thursday night. And, of course, this Thursday is the Teddy Bear Toss for the Richmond Sockeyes. Free plug for them for the Teddy Bear Toss this Thursday. They go against the boards, waiting for it, trying to get it back out. They did. They got it part way out. Now Dirksen goes back after it, and Dirksen reverses. He goes inside the zone. Dirksen's wide. Who goes after it? Delayed offside indicated. Now it's nullified. They finally realized it, and it's picked back up over on the far side, and Barrett goes after it. Barrett couldn't get control. Back out again to Dirksen. Dirksen comes in, takes a high shot over top of the net, and it rolls back on the far side with Cook picking it back up. Cook throws it inside. Cotton's on the left side D. Cotton's partner on D right now is Cripps, and Cripps is calling for it. Goes inside. gets control, turns on the reverse play, slides it back through over on the far side wall, back around to Cotton. Cotton takes a shot. Big save on this one right there. Klimatsky was the one that come up and jumped all over that one. Didn't want to give that one back up at all. He held onto it and made a big, impressive stop. So we talked about the box area. Reed will sit inside the sin bin as he sits in the penalty box. Ollie Reed sits in the penalty box area, and the young man comes from Coldstream, BC. 12 games played, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points on the season so far. 1 game-winning goal and 1 power play goal is what they've got the young man listed as. So this is thrown all the way down inside the zone with Cripps picking it back up. Wait, Cripps lobs it back through all the way over on the far side boards, and Taylor breaks down the right side. Taylor comes inside, trying to set it back to him, unable to get it back through to him this time, and they dangle it back behind the net. Blocked and stopped. Taylor holds onto it. Taylor looks, takes it behind the net, gets away from Bicea this time and staying with him. Now it goes back to Cripps. Cripps thought about taking on a big tee up right there, but changed his mind. Cripps back at the line to Kayla. Right side to Taylor. Taylor works his way in. He tips this one back inside the corner, and Taylor goes after it a second time. And coming inside to intercept this one's going to be Kayla. Taylor, far side again. Sets it back up. Kayla goes in and gets the shot away that time. A real quick one-timer, quick shot. And they're on a power play. See if they can make something happen. Cripps, far side. The power play was working yesterday. Back to Taylor. Taylor goes in, takes a shot. Deflected this time off of the glove. Klimatsky hit his stick and glove as well and deflected wide. Now they set it back up. Teeing it back to Cripps. Cripps high slot. Back out. Taylor takes a shot. Booted back out. Klimatsky was the one that kicked this one back out again. Playing solid inside the pipes right there. See if they can get more shots on target. Just couldn't finish it back off that time, and they're continuing to press back inside on the power play. 30 seconds left in the minor penalty for Reed. This is dumped all the way out to center ice area. Kayla was going to go after it and then changed his mind. So it was a glove hand pass. Backhand shot inside by Shrill all the way back in the right corner. Shrill pinches inside. Barrett comes inside. Far side. Bicea comes in, unable to get control. To tip it in front this time. Shrill had a chance, just tipped off his stick. And goes over in the right side corner. Takes his time. Clears it deep inside the corner this time. Nice play to get it back inside the corner again as he shot it back wide. Now it's at the line, trying to feed it back to They did. They're inside, and they got the shot through traffic. Carefully played, so everybody's happy down there. They have a good game going so far. 2-1, Yale's up right now. And, of course, please remember it's the Christmas season, so Christmas shoppers out and around, traffic in Vancouver. And, of course, if you're going to the malls, please be patient because the staff that work at all the malls do an exceptional job. Making everybody happy this time of the year, and not everybody is happy. There's a few grinchy people out there, or what I call grinchy people, or just should not happen. But it does. Spitz takes a shot, booted back out. Nice stop out. Klimatsky was the one that booted it back out. Now it goes over in the left side corner. They're trying to feed it back the line again by Dowdle. Dowdle calls for it. Off of the stick down inside the zone. Good clearing play on that one right there by Jerome. And we'll have a icing call again. The faceoff's going to stay back inside the zone again and staying on the ice. So no line change permitted with 9:45 left in the middle period. Hard to believe, but it's a long extended game, really long extended game right now. So they got to go after it, see if they can get the shot. They did. They got the shot right out. And Klimatsky was the one that had to be alert on that stop right there because I don't think he actually expected it. Still loose over on the right side wall. They'll pick it back up, throwing it out the center ice area as they challenge it back. They'll go after it a second time. They walk across the line. That was offside by about 10 feet. A little bit of an obvious offside call on that one by Sia. Just walked his way in, and I think he was in a hurry up to go too much, too far, too fast, too often. Just works his way back inside. Sandu fights it back, throws it out inside. Reverse play, scrambly play in front, underneath Klimatsky, and it rolls over on the far side again, and they're getting lots of chances right now, just haven't been able to finish one off. So off on a change over on the far side. Couple of fresh legs coming on the ice for St. George's. Sandu pinches inside, stays with his man, cuts the lane off, back to at the line. Goes wide to the outside, cuts inside again, going in. Ben stays with him. Back out in front, shot, scores. A low shot right there. A quick shot from the corner. And that should be credit, I believe, to Hildebrand. We'll see whether they get credit with that one or not. That was just dumped back out in front. Maybe it will or it won't be. We'll just wait for the official correction on this one right there, because that was a nice clearing play right from the corner. Sean Hildebrand, we'll take a look at his stats for the young man. Mr. Hildebrand comes from Langley, BC. 16 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points in the season. 2 power play goals, 12 penalty minutes as well for the young man. So he will get credit with that goal, putting Yale up by a 3-1 margin right now. Far side, pushed off of the puck, and they'll throw it back inside. It would deflect and hit the young lady that was doing the lining. Didn't go any farther. Now Auld goes back down the left side. Auld hustles his way back in. Takes the high shot, deflected. And if you hear me saying the name Auld, that's because his dad used to be one of the goaltenders for the Vancouver Canucks. Calls him back in. Coach had a discussion with one of the young officials on the ice out there. Not sure what the discussion was about, but it was short-lived, so they turn over on the far side, dump back out. Sandu throws it out to center. And as Sandu threw it to center, they go back the other way again, trying to get another shot on goal. They find themselves, Yale find themselves up by 2, and St. George's trailing by 2, trying to get one on the board to at least pull themselves within 1 before the end of the period. Carefully played, staying on side, going inside. Jocks goes deep, takes a shot, deflects up and out of play again, so we get another one. So again, we got another free puck, went to somebody in the stands. They get a free souvenir. Face-off will stay deep inside the corner. Look at the young lady doing the game. She's having a discussion with Mr. Ball. Not sure what the discussion was about, but she was having a little bit of a short discussion with Austin Ball. Coaching staff for St. George's, Braden Toma. Paul Pulver is the assistant coach, and the head coach for Yale, Adam Nugent-Hopkins. Mark Hollick is listed as the assistant coach, and Derry Menard is also listed as the assistant coach. I don't see Mark Hollick on the bench. He's probably in the stands taking notes. Talked to Mark last week in Delta, at the Delta Academy. Waits. What are they going to do? A backhand shot in the corner again. Out in front, trying to get it back through this time. Couldn't finish it back up. They had a chance right there, and Shrill had a good chance. Now St. George's hustle the way into Auld. Auld goes deep inside the corner, takes his time. Over in the far right side corner this time. Now it goes back out to Sandu. Sandu looks, thought about getting it back, couldn't get it back to it. It was intercepted by Spitz. Now it goes back to Sandu, going in, taking a shot. Big rebound. Sandu has to go after it. Takes a desperation dive right there. Couldn't get control. They go back the other way, and Bysila comes inside. Looks, it was stolen off of his stick. But a good foot race by Bysila this time, and Kayla turns. Back pass inside to Auld. Auld spits off on a change. They go back the other way as they take their time, and holds onto the puck. Just slides it through over his D partner right now with 3 minutes left in the middle period. This is tipped down the ice, and will we have an icing call? No, we will not have an icing call. The attacking team, Yale, beat the defenders to the puck, so icing was waved off. Yale, this will be their second penalty of the game. Evan Markell comes from Richmond, BC. 15 games, 2 goals, 8 assists for the young man so far. 6 penalty minutes, and that's all they've got him listed for. Back out again. Taylor takes a shot, stopped again. Klimaski stopped it and booted it back out. Now it goes back the line again. Kayla holds onto it. Taylor's on the right side. Waits, couldn't get control. Shot deflected, goes over in the right side corner again, and Taylor picks it back up. Taylor centers it back out to Cripps. Cripps inside again. Shot, scores a power play goal on the tip-in in front of the goal. And that's the one they were looking for. And that, as I mentioned earlier on, pulls them within 1. So from the drop, they pull it all the way back around this time. Cripps threw it over in the far right side corner. Now they get it out the center ice area, and they turn on the reverse play. They're trying to go back in. Jocks goes after it, out of his reach. They come inside again with Sim picking it up. Sim cuts, takes it, jams it. Rebound scramble underneath the pads this time of Klimansky. A little bit of a pushing play ensue, and the linesmen go inside, earning their paycheck. And the young lady doing the referee, and she's telling everybody that's enough. The whistle's over. We don't need any more. We have 2.5 seconds left in the middle period. That was a good attack play right there as they started to go inside, and Sim was the one that drove it inside. So now we'll go outside, and the reason it's outside is for the gathering rule. That's what the face-off is in the neutral ice area for. Otherwise, it would have stayed deep, and they had a chance. But the D-men moved in. So from the draw, it goes back inside. The buzzer goes after 2 periods of play. We have a 3-2 game in favor of Yale. So Yale jump out to the 3-2 lead right now. Of course, you can see the goaltenders going back over. Goaltenders fraternity tapping their gloves with each other, and they'll make their way to the dressing room. And now the Zambonis coming on the ice. So we will have a clean assess so far in the contest. 2 to St. George's, 2 to Yale. Now it goes against the boards, over the far side boards again. Ho comes inside to try and get control. Deflected wide, they dangle the line, but one extra move, he held onto it. And as he held onto it, he forced his man offside. Barrett was the one that went offside, only because Jocks took his time to get it across the blue line area. So we're waiting, no line change. Referees indicate we're ready, and they point to the linesman, says, okay, we're ready for the draw, and let's get them going. Nope, the referee is down below us talking to the timekeeper. I'm not sure what about. Having a bit of a discussion, so I see the clock now. It says 1:85. That's a strange time for a period, so they're going to get this sorted out right now. Referee will go over and explain to the coaches what's going on. I think they're trying to get it all sorted out and squared around. They're still waiting for it. So they won't drop the puck yet until they get the clock all squared out. And again, if you've never time kept and you go to a minor game or a sporting event, be patient with the timekeepers because it's a pretty thankless job. So there's 18:45 left in the third. They held onto it. Now they just throw it straight forward. Offside, one extra move at the line. He was sliding across the line. Didn't matter what he tried to do. Ho couldn't maintain the line. He just slid over, and he was about, 6 or 7 inches ahead of everybody else. So it was just simple offside call. So from the draw, they pushed it inside the zone. Good win on the faceoff draw that time. Got an errant stick on the ice. It was Weaver's stick that fell down. Now he goes back and picks this one back up, and it goes inside their own zone with Sandu coming over in the corner on the left side. Sandu grabbed it. Sandu got it this time away from Cook. Cook fights for the loose puck, unable to get control this time, and now Cook finishes his man off on a check on the far side boards. Now they go back to center. Behind everybody back there is Ho. He was calling for it. I don't think they heard him or see him. He was pounding his stick on the ice. Now they come back. Long shot taken this time by Jock. Shoots, scores. That was a nice passing play going inside. And that all started a little bit of a late play coming out of the zone for St. George's on that play right there. The players look a little bit frustrated and dejected, but you can't let that get the better part of you. You just have to stay focused and keep yourself moving forward. So never mind the early goal, 1 minute into the period. 50 seconds after St. George's score, Yale come out and jump out to the lead again, making it a 4-3 game. So the referee's over on the far side having a discussion with one of the players. Not sure what about, but now she's going over and she's having a discussion on the far side as well with one of the players as well from Yale, giving her explanation as to what the situation is. Now we'll come back and we'll go to center. We'll do it all over again. So 4 officials in this level of hockey. 2 refs, 2 linesmen. Today we have 1 young lady reffing and 1 young lady lining, and a young man lining and a young man refereeing. From the draw, they throw this one back inside, trying to get control. Knocked and swatted out of the air. Taylor went after it and threw it inside. So as Taylor dumped this one all the way back in, it goes back behind the net. They're trying to grab it. Unable to pick this one back up again. Taylor goes after it a second time, trying to feed it back in the corner over there. Back to Ben, who was wide open. It's on the back. Ben is out in front. Spitz is at blue line. Wren comes in. Wren looks deep inside the corner. Wren trying to feed it back to Spitz, out of his reach this time. And O goes after this one for Yale. Back to Ben. Takes a huge shot. That was blocked and deflected wide that time by Hildebrandt. Hit Hildebrandt in the shin pads and deflected down the ice. Now they get it across the line. Hildebrandt's coming inside to go after it, trying to grab it. So now they roll it back to center. Hildebrandt stays with his man, but Spitz gets it on the right side, cuts inside, goes off the back boards this time, and it goes back behind the net with Taylor hustling his way inside to get it. Taylor couldn't get control. Far side, off of the boards, back to center. So now we're going to have a new center coming inside for St. George's as Taylor was tossed out. So with Taylor being tossed out, they had a new center going inside to take the faceoff draw. The new center I believe it was Ben. Ball comes out of the net to stop it behind the net. Ball waits. Hildebrandt comes inside. He was the first one inside. Now it goes back the other way, out to center. They're going to grab it and turn. They misplayed it. Now it goes across the line. Kayla dumped it back in with Taylor going inside. Taylor comes in. Ben comes inside trying to grab it. Kayla goes back to his own blue line. Trying to cut off the center on the breakout play right there, and it's past everybody. Icing was waved off. It's back behind the line. Clearing play never materialized to anything. Vysila got the shot away this time. Vysila pinches back in from the blue line. Hildebrandt's going off on a change on the far side for Yale. As they have it behind the goal. St. George's hustled the way out the center this time, and it's back the other way. Now they reverse it. Still inside the zone with Taylor just giving it back to his own man. And Barrett coming after him. Taylor, far side. Good passing play to get it back through on the far side. Try to get it over to Dirksen this time. They throw it out the center ice area. Nice long reach this time by Kayla. And Kayla goes back down. Kayla takes a shot off of the back wall this time. It goes back over. Dirksen pinches back in. Ho comes inside to try and get control. And goes back on the right side. Back out. Bensler throws it straight forward. Kicked it back out. Got it off his shin pad this time. Or pardon me, his pad. And rolled it out to center. Cripps goes back down. Across the line as they work it back inside. Reed goes after it. Reed tags up, nullifies the offside. Barrett nullifies it, and he tagged up as well. So they had two in that they both had to clear the zone. Now it goes back with Spitz. Spitz is in the middle. Spitz work his way in, trying to get the shot away. Spitz is going after the rebound this time, and it's past everybody. It rolls back to center with Lou picking it back up. Auld had a chance. Auld goes after it. Auld couldn't pick it up. Now he holds on to it. Now it goes back to center ice area again. And as they cross the line, first one coming inside is going to be Barrett. Barrett waits, goes after it a second time, gets control. Good play. Still has it. Takes a shot. That was blocked, and Barrett goes after it for a third time. As if two wasn't enough, he goes back after it for number 3. They'll try it again. See if they can set something up. And they get it up to center ice area. And it rolled all the way back down again. Inside the zone. Slow to get back up. Rode was against the wall this time with his man. Rode and Barrett, the two are sort of tied up with each other. Now we're going to have a high sticking penalty, or it's going to be knocked down with a high stick. So I believe it's just a knocked out of the air with a high stick. That's going to be the call, indicated by the referee. So the faceoff will be in front of the penalty box area, just in the neutral zone. That was just a real quick one-time turnaround right there by Wren, who just never let it take any time. Wren just had that explode after he turned coming off of the wall on the right side to get the shot on target. Now they go back. DeBold runs the pick inside his own zone, gives it back to O, and now DeBold picks this one back up for Yale. DeBold, long pass all the way over on the far side to O. O straight down again into Hildebrandt, and Hildebrandt comes inside, cuts wide. Thought about setting it back to O. The lane was blocked that time, so couldn't give it back to him. Now it'll go the other way. And DeBold pinches back in. Morgan stays with him to cut the lane back off. Now it goes back out the center, rolls inside, and O ripped it back in. Delayed offside, nullified, and tagged up. So just about 3:35 left in the third, and the game is still tied at 5. Shot on the far side. Good attempt to clear it back out by Sandu, and they get it eventually out the center ice area. Cripps goes after it. And Cripps picked it back up. Took a while. Got it back from Morgan. It was a slow time to get it out of their own zone. They're still working at it right now. It goes past everybody and down the ice. And icing is waved off on this one right there. They ruled that he slowed down and didn't attempt to play it. That's why it was waved off. That was Sexsmith they were talking about. And Sexsmith did slow down. I think he was just expecting an automatic icing call on that one right there. But you've got to at least keep trying. They go inside with Taylor going after it. Waits. Taylor gets hacked off of the puck right there, and it goes back the other way inside the zone again with Kayla coming inside. Kayla goes in deep inside the corner. Kayla continued to press back inside the corner going after. Jocks comes inside. Jocks takes Spitz off of the puck, and it rolls back the other way, all the way out. Olescu picked it back up and throws it back to center. Now they go back around with Jocks coming in the left side. Takes a shot, stopped by Ball. Rebound off of the post, backhand shot. Ball got a piece of this one as well. And never mind, the first one was off of the post. Ball lucky in the last one, and it deflected off his arm as he just desperately took a diving play at it to get control. So Rode lobs it all the way back in from the right side. This could get down to the last shot on goal the way it's been playing so far in the contest today. Offside, probably by about 20 feet. If you missed that one and you're lining, you go home. That was one of the more obvious calls we've had in the contest today. Real obvious. 2:12 left, but he was behind both D and just strictly inside the zone. So fresh legs on the ice right now for Yale. They're trying to figure out who's going off. They eventually sorted it all the way back out. The one going off on a change is Jocks. He was the last one that was on the ice, waiting for the change. And now they go back around the other way, and they pick it back up. Baisila threw it back in, waits right on target again, and Ball had to be alert in this one. Just when I was saying it could get down to the last shot on goal, indeed it could for both goaltenders, because both goaltenders, the last couple of minutes, both goaltenders from yours truly's point of view, seems a little bit shaky at times right there. So far side, in for the draw. They pull it back, and they get it back over the far side with calling for it, not getting control. Tipped in front, rolls wide. Actually rolled wide and went over in the far right side corner again. It was turned on the reverse play. Demansky threw it back in. Left side, Demansky couldn't get control this time, and it goes out to Ho, and Ho just threw it inside the zone. Now it's in the neutral zone. Yale out of their own zone, up the center. Demansky comes in. Demansky goes in front of the goal. Dowdle goes over in the corner. Dowdle still holds on to it and fights for it. Dowdle continue to press after it. Looks trying to get the puck free and back out. They got two way out in front of that. One of them is DeBold. He's wide open. He was calling for it. Just couldn't probably hear him or see him to give it back to him this time. DeBold goes deep. Slides it through over on the far side. Kick back out. Shot taken this time. Desperate move on this one right there as Ball took a diving move. And when he took the dive at it, he actually did a goaltender's move. Give a bit of a push off with the skate on the pad right there, and the net moved off its mooring, so the referee was real quick, about 20 feet behind again, and Ball got a piece of that one to roll this one back wide. Weaver couldn't get control. Far side, they go inside. Barrett goes inside in front of the goal, couldn't put his stick on it. 30 seconds left in the third. Barrett back pass inside the corner again, trying to feed it back. Olescu is in the corner. Olescu slides it back out. Shot taken. Stopped by Ball. And Ball actually looked over top of his left shoulder to see whether or not that could buy him went in the net. That's a sign you don't like to see from your goaltender when you look behind him and go, did it go in? No, just think positive. Just continue to look forward right there. So 23 seconds left in the third period. See how it finishes out and plays for here. After that long extended version of an ice clean after the first period. So Cripps. He picks it back up. Out of his own zone, up the center, down the right side. Cripps comes inside. Kayla is over there. Spitz is in. Back in the corner to Kayla. Back out in front. Trying to feed it back through this time. Back to Taylor. Out in front. Waits. Spitz gets a shot away and then takes a shot and breaks his stick on the far side. Now Spitz thought about going and getting a chance on goal. And so the buzzer goes to end period 3. And now we should have a overtime period right now. So we'll see how this is going to play out. Interesting game, and the official's going to have a discussion with the timekeeper. I believe they're going to say there's 2 seconds left in the period. Well, I saw one say 2 seconds, and one put 6 fingers up, so I'm not sure whether it's 6 or 2. It's 1.5 seconds left. So right from the draw, the key for this one, win the face-off draw, or just basically shoot the puck right on from the draw. This is where you put in a left-handed face-off center to come in and take the draw. So they get a right-handed draw taking the draw. He's not going to get it back, and nor will Weaver, the counterpart behind him, because he's also a right-handed draw, and he'd have to tee it back up. I would have a left-handed center coming in to take this face-off draw, and a left-handed winger right behind him. Didn't happen. I'm not the coach, so I don't want to second-guess him, but that's just the way I would line it up. So instead of trying to get the shot and pull it back to your winger, because time would virtually pretty much could expire, I would just get the man, the centerman, just to take the shot right on goal as soon as the puck was dropped and get the chances you have. Swanson got another one, and Wren put them up, his second goal of the season. And the third period, there was only one minor penalty for interference to Dowdle. So now we'll go back out to center again. So we have 3-on-3 hockey. Referee checks with both goaltenders. So this is the exciting part of the game right now. 3-on-3 from the draw. They pulled it back inside the zone. Nice win on this one by Sim. And they go back around, and Cripps picks it back up behind his own net. Now he hustles his way back out. Waiting for it. Jock stays with him. Barrett's out there as well. Now they go back inside. Weaver's a trailer. Cripps is in there. Takes a shot. Deflected out of play. So quick stoppage, 17 seconds in. So the faceoff will stay deep inside the corner. So we'll get another puck again. We've lost a lot of pucks so far in the game today. So as we get another puck, face-off will stay deep in the corner one more time. So as they grab it, we're going to see what they're going to do with it and set this one back up, and O will hold on to this one. So O takes it behind his net. Jocks his way out at the blue line area. Stretch pass back around again, and Cripps intercepts it on the steal. Cripps comes back down, back around to Weaver. It was a little bit too far ahead of him. Weaver turns, rips it off the wall, and Cripps is going to go over on the far side, over in Jocks. And Jocks and Weaver, the two of them collide. Right side, they continue to press back inside. Barrett goes after it on a steal. And now we have a 2-on-1 breakout. All the way back down the far side. Turning, slides it back through, over top of the stick this time. Jocks couldn't put his stick on it. And if that was on the ice, chances are he might have been able to pick this one back up. So Weaver holds onto it. Weaver against the wall. Gives it back all the way over this time. Back to Sim. Sim back to Weaver. Looks at it right there. Trying to sort something up as we get two more changes coming out. Well, one, Sim goes off on a change. So coming on to replace him is Kalen. It goes back to blue line, and Yale will turn on the reverse play. Now they hustle their way back down the left side. They turn and twist again, sliding it back out to the middle part of the ice again. Good setup to get it back out to DeBold, and DeBold goes inside. As DeBold goes inside, Valescu comes inside. DeBold's in the corner, and it goes in front. Ball just throws it straight forward. Good play by Ball to reach for it and gets it free this time. Now it goes back inside again. DeBold comes inside. DeBold looks. Unable to get control. He's over on the far side. Now he goes over on the left side and picks it back up. Slides it right through the crease on the far side. And it goes back to blue line with Demansky picking it back up and coming out the center ice area. So Demansky goes back down the far left side. They come inside. Kayla's inside. This is taken off of the stick this time of Demansky. And Yale unable to finish a shot back off now, and it goes inside the zone again with Cripps picking it back up down the right side. Cripps out the middle part of the ice. They go back down. Kayla's in there. Taylor gets control. Taylor goes in, forehand backhand, right on target. Big save of this one. Klimaski was the one that jumped all over this one and held onto it for a stoppage of play. 2:56 left in the overtime. Both teams getting their chances, at times playing very tentative in the overtime. They're trying to be a little bit maybe too much too fancy, but nonetheless, if that's what works and it goes for you, stick with your program. So in for the draw, Spitz took the face-off draw this time for St. George's. Gets it all the way back out this time to Wren. Wren looks, slides it through on the far side, back to Taylor, back to Spitz. Spitz turns, looks, goes over on the far side again. Now he reverses inside his own zone again. Markell was all over him. Wren thought about going inside, unable to get control. Now they turn again, and Taylor just rips it off the wall, back around. Spitz comes down the right side. Wren goes inside deep. Wren stops and turns, holds onto it, gets it back to the neutral ice area, and going back after this one's going to be Spitz, stays deep inside. Yale pressing inside, wide open on the far side of his Jocks. They couldn't feed the puck back to him. Now they turn inside their own zone again. They slide it back through to Jocks, and Jocks goes back. Both teams having one off and one off on a change right there. Yale sets this one back up off on a change on the far side as Hildebrand steps off of the ice. Jocks comes back down across the line, gets control on the drop pass from O this time. Jock goes in, still in control, sets it back out. O takes a shot, shoots, scores, and it's set up cross pass. Sees O get the winning goal in the contest right there on a cross pass, and that's not the first time we've seen him do that cross pass. Looking a little bit of a desperation, frustration move on his part right there. And he made some pretty significant stops right there. Final shots right there. As we may mention, 45-50. 45 for St. George's, 50 for Yale in the contest. And a game that sees Yale jump out and pull out a 6-5 victory in overtime, 3-on-3 overtime, we should make mention. So well-played game. You can see the teams going back out to center ice on their traditional handshake, which they always end up doing, which is nice to see. I always like to watch the traditional handshake that the players go through and give after each chance they have. So they wait for it. And that's pretty much all they wrote right there. So a shootout win for Yale to keep them ahead in the standings right there. So hope everyone's enjoyed the call for today's game. Take care, drive careful wherever your travels take you throughout the rest of the day right now. And if you're going downtown, Canucks game's on right now. It starts at 2, actually, very shortly. And the Taylor...